Welcome to Going Beyond. Thank you for joining us on this program. Henry Morris, who's here with me in the studio today, has got a very interesting tale to tell. He was a mechanical engineer to start with and then converted himself to teaching. Now, it's not just teaching. He actually heads the Nazareth Group of Companies. That includes 2 colleges and 6 schools. Not by any means an easy task, but let him tell me what his life has been about. Thank you so much, Henry, for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you here. No, thank you so much.
It's my joy that you've actually here. You've got a big job on your hands. I mean, 2 colleges and 6 schools. How do you manage it?
I think I still have a long way to go.
That's being modest.
I think we do have to do some kind of a rotational work where I go and visit few schools one day, then the other institutions. So that's how I try and manage. But I think every day I have to go, and that's how it is easy to do it.
Now, your father-in-law started this whole institution.
Yes.
Now, I need to know, how much do you learn from him, or how much did you actually follow him?
Okay, honestly, if you ask me, I never wanted to be in the teaching profession.
Really?
Yeah, because my parents were teachers, university teachers. So I said, I will never get into teaching profession at all.
Right.
But
but here you are, you landed up.
Absolutely, but I love what I do today.
Really?
Okay, that's a beauty of it.
Right.
Like, so what happened was I went in to do my engineering and I finished and then I came back. I found a girl where they had the school, the in-laws, they had the school.
Okay.
So though I never wanted to get into the school industry, I think God had a different plan for me. So I came into this one family. Fortunate for me, they had only one daughter. Unfortunate for them. So I also came into this line.
Very interesting.
And they just asked me one day, just like that, on a random setup, that would you like to come and help us? So that was a spark that it hit me, and because then I took some time to decide what do I do when I go there. So I started to teach. The first day when I went to the school, I realized that I was so passionate for the student community.
Really?
That changed my life.
That's very wonderful to even hear that story. Now, how many students would you have overall? I mean, in the 2 colleges, for instance. Let me talk about the colleges.
Okay, colleges for the arts and science, we have around 1,700 plus, and for the B.Ed college, we have around 200 plus students.
And now I understand that you do have a lot of students there who are under concessions, who are actually free students. Now, this seems such a wonderful thing, wonderful way to go forward. And you have, so tell me about that.
Absolutely, because see, Avadi is a place where you have the middle income and then the lower income people live there. So people who come to us, either they cannot pay the fees fully, or they need some kind of a support where so that they can educate the children. Today, every parent wants to educate the children by somehow, by some means that they want to educate it.
That's right.
So they look for some opportunities. So there are so many students who are not able to afford to pay the fees.
So how many students of those have you got?
So out of 1,800, I would say around 300 students were not able to pay the fees. So we give them fee concession.
Okay. All right.
There are different kinds of fee concession that we have.
Right.
Single mother, or people who are doing everyday job, that the parents go and do a everyday job, so they can't
daily
afford
wage earners,
daily wages.
Really, yes.
So we give them some fee concession there.
Right. You also have a sports quota.
Oh, absolutely.
How does that work?
I have around 109 students who are recruited under the sports category. We pick them from different districts, from different
sporting activities. Yes.
No, we go and we find the best people and we try and pick them, and we also give them a free boarding, free lodging, and free education for them, completely free for them.
That is absolutely amazing. I mean, I really think that that's amazing. So do those sports people whom you have actually got in your college, do they actually represent the college in other activities, in sporting activities? Do you find that they're going forward in their sporting careers?
Oh, they do. They do. Lot of students have also, represented University of Madras. In fact, I would tell you very proudly, there are around 40, 50 police officers have been brought up because of the sports quota. They have, represented the state level, national level, through which they were able to get appointment at the state.
So you're really offering them, a profession as well. It's not just the studies.
Absolutely. I always tell them, sports and education is like two parallel lines that you need to have both of them.
That's
You
right.
can't just be take one and then try and miss the other.
True. It's
So-
something like the Russian model, isn't it? Where they get the kids very young and then they train them and then they educate them.
Catch them young.
Catch them young. Yes,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
You also do things for women, I find.
Oh,
Let's
yes,
hear
yes.
about that.
Yeah. We also have both, boys and girls we have. And there are a lot of women, very talented women from the village side who have even gone to represent the country.
Oh, that's in the sports.
That's
quota.
in the sports.
Yes, but apart from that, you've also got sort of self-help groups for women as well.
Oh, that is one of our CSR thing which we do it
Okay.
See, there's again a story behind why I went
Okay.
into
Social
try,
work.
yeah, to trying to connect with the community. Because see, two ladies came to us and asking for some job, and they were neither educated or qualified to become the teacher, nor they were willing to go and do a job like casual
Okay, a
labor. So
casual
they
labor.
were not interested in that. So
Right.
I asked them can I give them a skill training? And they were so happy to do it. And for two
nice.
people to give them the skill, tailoring is the easiest skill for a woman which we can also give.
Yes.
And I said, see, just for two people, I have to hire a trainer who is going to cost around 15,000 bucks. I said, if there are 10 people, I would definitely do it. Out of my pocket, I'll do it. So these two went and brought 10.
Oh, nice.
So it was such an inspiration for me, oh, come on, these people are so eager to learn something new.
Yes.
Then said, okay, let's do it. So that is how we started our activity, where we could also reach out to people in the near the college.
Right. That's
And today we have trained around 850 women on the tailoring skill.
that's
Out of
wonderful.
which we have created a self-help group women for 150 women. We have around 13 groups which we have identified, put them into 13 groups and helping them to identify projects and make them entrepreneurs.
So are they actually under the college banner? Are they actually working there in your college itself, or do you have a little setup for them somewhere else? How does it happen?
It is we have actually created something called the 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐢𝐻𝐫 Trust.
Yes.
That is a part of the CSR for the college, and they come under this NGO. And college cannot operate this kind of a activity, so we have created a separate entity for them. So they work under this entity.
Okay, that's fine. What about anything for differently abled people? Have you thought about that? Do you do anything on that?
We do have kind of a cell that we support the people on the differently able. For example, we wanted to provide a kind of a shop for a differently able people inside the college campus, so that they can come and work here and make money and then go. So we have kind of created a shop for them.
Right. You seem more of a social do-gooder than than a college secretary, which is what you are, of course. Good for you. I
Thank
mean,
you.
I think it's really remarkable what you're telling me. Now, another thing close to your heart is the Sustainable Development Program, the
Absolutely.
details
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
I really want to know about that, because that is what? That originated from the United Nations?
Yes, it is. It is by, I think it was in the year 2050, they gave a blueprint or a complete mandate for all its countries which are part of the UN. There were 193 countries which
Yeah.
are part of it. They created a policy and then the framework that every country should adhere to these goals. There are 17 goals into that, right? From no poverty, zero hunger, good health, quality education, it keeps going on. There are 17 goals into that. So every country should create their policies and framework
based on this.
based on this. So if you look at all the policies which are created after 2015, you would find it is aligning to UN SDG goals. Maybe sometimes we may not know it, but it is aligning to the UN.
Really,
But
SDG
goals.
So when the UN put out this whole program itself, what did they do? It was given to different countries to follow if they chose to, or what?
It is a mandate.
Oh, really?
It's a mandate that every participating country, they have to create policies so that by 2030, we all have to achieve this goal.
Okay, so how far away are we in India towards that goal?
In India, in the last year, we were actually ranked 109th out
109.
out of 193 countries.
193, okay.
Out of 193 countries, there are only 165 countries were able to provide data.
Oh, okay.
There are many more countries were not able to provide the data itself.
Right.
So we were 109 in that.
Okay. So now, but when you have said that there are 17 points that they have actually put together, so are you able to? I mean, 17 is quite a lot, isn't it, to follow?
It is. Before this UN SDG goal, by 2000, they had something called Millennium Development Goals, which had 8 goals.
That makes more sense, doesn't it?
It does, but unfortunately what happened was there were certain problems in achieving them.
Can't be easy, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course. So what they have done is they have bifurcated different goals into furthermore goals. So they have divided, and now there are 17 comprehensive goals, which will address for the people, for the planet, for the economy, for the peace, for the partnership.
So does the government of our country actually get involved in making sure that this UN charter, as it were, is actually adhered to?
It does. It does. In fact, our state, Tamil Nadu, also does it. In fact, if you actually find out, in India, Tamil Nadu stands second.
Oh, very good. How nice to hear that.
Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu and Kerala are together.
Oh, how nice. So that means that the government is actually watching and fostering what has been asked of us by the UN.
Absolutely. For example, the midday meal scheme, the new midday meal scheme is addressing the no poverty goal.
Right.
So that is how they link it to them.
So does the government actually come to your college and see what you're doing about this?
We have been trying to reach out to the government.
Okay.
To tell them that what we are doing. In fact, we did a kind of some study in four villages, and where we were able to understand the challenges at the grassroots and map it to the SDG goals. And next 1 or 2 years, we're going to do a kind of intervention programs where at the next year, at the end of the next year, we would be in a position to showcase to the government, like, this is where this village stands in terms of.
Is it mandatory then?
It is actually mandatory, but unfortunately, not all of us are aware of even this concept of SDGs. In fact, higher education institution, which plays a key role in cascading the policy to the lower people, even higher education institutions are not aware of what is it.
Right. Now, I do know that you yourself in your college, you do have a fairly active visual communication department. So now, is that doing well? I mean, do a lot of students want to go into that stream?
Absolutely. I think this is one of the important
divisions
where people are really aspiring to use their knowledge in terms of wider thing.
Tell me, what is the most common, the most popular particular branch of studies that students are seeking these days?
I have seen it for the last so many years. Commerce is the most wanted subject.
Is it?
Commerce is the most wanted subject. Then comes this IT. Because now there are a lot of changes in IT.
Yes.
AI has really kind of changing the world. Like, so people are trying to understand, trying to know more of how AI can be also like,
Right.
So AI is the next
AI is
sort
the
of.
big thing, right?
Yeah.
So do you pay a lot of attention in your college to language skills in that case?
We do, because student who come is from the village
You did
background.
mention, so they will be very fluent in Tamil, but I
Tamil,
mean, then
yeah.
what do you do beyond that then? How do you do
So
it then?
we have like, I mean, one particular program called a language enhancement program.
Okay.
So we help every student to understand English, and so that they can, by the year, when they come to the third year, they'll be in a position to attend the interview more freely, without
Really?
any fear.
So you build sort of confidence as well, I would imagine,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
Okay. You switched to teaching because of your marriage, but
Yes.
but do you still teach?
I don't teach now.
Why?
I think my time is more taken in
Admin?
administration and managing people. I think I'm more of a people skill person.
It would seem.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would
So
seem.
that I don't teach, but of course I would love to go to the class.
So you do that? Do you do that
I do
actually,
that.
Henry? Do you move around among
I do that
at
because
the school level or the college level?
college level, and
Okay.
also any class where there is no teacher,
Yeah.
I just barge into the class.
Oh, nice.
I just talk to them about life. I said, I am not here to teach any topic, but I want to teach life, because I learned life in a very hard way.
Why?
The sense, like, I finished my engineering, okay, and 1 year I was trying to find a job. I couldn't clear an interview. I had actually I didn't know how to present myself in an interview. So I always used to think that no, I think my students should not be in that way.
In that same
So,
boat, yes.
yeah. So I always go to the class and I teach them about life and
Presentation skills maybe and things like that.
Yeah.
You find that helps them?
It does. It does.
It really?
Yeah.
Okay. How often do you have your former students who actually come back and say, well, sir, guess what? This is what I've achieved. This is where I am today. You get that?
Oh, I get a lot and lots.
Really?
Yeah.
That must be a great feeling of
It is.
achievement.
It is such a kind of a feeling that I think
I'm sure it must be a wonderful feeling. I can imagine that.
Yeah.
It's like when you've nurtured a baby and then suddenly the baby is grown.
Absolutely correct. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when you look forward now, 2 colleges and 6 schools, where are you going to stop, or aren't you going to ever stop?
I don't think I can stop. I think I still have few more years to go to do what I could do here.
Oh, I think you have lots more years to
I
go.
know.
You're very young.
So I think I'm looking at getting into the paramed health science.
Okay.
And now the B.Ed college which I have, because of a lot of policy changes, we're not sure what's going to happen, trying to think how we can change that infrastructure into something else also. So maybe paramed would be the best option where we can look at it. It could be one option.
Right. Do you have a lot of students who keep on applying to you for courses and for a seat in your college? That seems to be such a problem these days. There are lots of people who want somewhere to go and study and can't find what matches them. So do you advertise, or how does it work, I often wonder?
We do advertise, but if you look at it, we have around 90% would be the admission, because there's always a 10% seat not being filled. The students have got a lot of option now. You have a lot of mushroom of colleges everywhere. It's all there.
Right.
So the students have got a lot of options there.
But a lot, sorry to interrupt you, but a lot of those little mushrooming outfits leave much to be desired, Henry. You have to accept that, isn't it?
Correct.
Isn't that the way, really?
Yeah.
Now, I'm curious to know that if you, in your college, are also inspiring a sense of value in the students who come to you, judging by what they see you doing as a college secretary, as a secretary of all these various places. Do you find that you like to instill in them some kind of, some kind of feeling, some kind of...
Every activity that we do, we ask the student to be involved in that.
Okay.
So that whatever the community activity we go and do it, it is not just we go and do it as a teachers or we arrange somebody to, it's the students who go and do it. So they do all the work. So I think students get the pride of understanding the community and going to the community and trying to help them. I think they see it.
They see it for
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
That's a
for
good
real.
thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? What about the schools themselves? I mean, you're talking about 6 schools. Are those schools English medium or are they dual, or how does it work?
All the 6 schools are English medium,
Okay.
and we have 5 matriculation and 1 CBSE school.
Okay.
And they're all fantastic. They have well established schools in Navadi. And in fact, our school was established in 1976.
That's a long
We
time.
celebrated 50 years of excellence in
That's
education
a
very
very long
recently.
time. That's a really
Yeah.
long time, you
Yeah.
know. What's the total strength of all the schools you have? Do you have any idea?
We have
roughly?
around 10,000 plus students.
That's and they're all in that area?
They're all in that area. But we started with just 7 students in 1976,
Is it in the school?
the school.
Oh, how many students started in your college then? In
College,
that
we
case?
had, the first year we had only 27 students.
And today you have what, 1,800?
1,750 plus.
In one college?
One college.
Right, and the other one?
Other one, we have around 200 students. That's a B.Ed college. That's very limited, like in strength. That's a B.Ed college.
Okay, so looking forward then, let me tell you what your ask what your future plans might be. You've obviously got a lot going on in your head there.
See, basically, I think we still wanted to connect with the community more and make sure that we leave a legacy.
Of course.
And help the community to also develop as we develop. We want them to grow as we grow.
Right.
I think that's a vision on which we are really working the last 5 years.
So you guys are big honchos in the Harvard area where all your colleges and schools are, I'll bet, right?
A little bit, maybe, like,
You're being modest.
I think we keep doing the good work. I think
God will show the way, I guess,
exactly.
right?
I think that's it.
What does your father-in-law think of this young man who came into the family, married his daughter, and then took all of this all the way up to the top?
I think, my wife always used to tell me, like, she doesn't come to school now.
Okay. I just wanted to ask next, but you tell me first this.
Yeah, she doesn't come to school. She always says that her purpose of coming into this world is to only bring me into this family.
Well, she achieved that for sure.
So that, she doesn't have to do anything, and she let everything on me so that I could take care of everything.
Good for you.
And I love what I do now.
Right.
That's it.
Having said that, your father-in-law started this so many years ago, and now you've sort of taken over the reins. So do you still find that you interact with him? Maybe
I do.
You do?
I
do you
do
still go to him for some advice or how to go forward?
I do that. But I think my auntie is still, in a position to counsel, because my uncle is unwell.
Okay.
So he's not able to move around and also do things. But auntie, we meet up every day. We also talk about what's happening here in the school, in the college, and things, what to do in the next year. How do we plan? So we do that.
So does she actually run all the schools, and then leave you to do the college, or what? Or do you just share the responsibility?
Share the responsibility of it. Like, there are 3 schools where she goes almost once in a week. The other things which I go, and if she's not able to go, then I go. If I'm not there, she comes here. So we kind of share our responsibility.
How easy is it for you as a secretary to get hold of the right teachers? Is it easy these days?
Oh, no, it is not at all. It's very, very hard to find the right quality teachers.
Yes.
And one is to find and pick the right teachers. Second one is retaining them is also a biggest
I think so. Probably,
thing
yes.
for us.
So how do you find them? Where do you go to find them?
No, I think...
You keep watching out, or what?
I think for us, there are a many teachers who have been with us for quite some time. There are, people who have actually worked with us for 20 plus years. There are so many teachers. I think the environment that we provide, encourages them to stay for a long time.
Okay. That's a very good starting point, I think maybe you should have a teachers training college. Then you would have a supply, a constant stream.
The B.Ed college is the teachers training
Of
college
course,
that we
yes.
have. That's for the school. But for the college, the structure is a different one. We should have a PhD hand or net or the set people. So that's a different qualification
Well,
altogether.
The sky is the limit I can see for you. And I think obviously you're almost at the sky level now. And you know, on behalf of everybody here in the studio and all of us on this channel, I want to thank you so much, Henry.
Pleasure meeting you. Thank you so
I'm
much.
really happy that you came in
you.
today. I know that you're a very busy guy. I'll leave you to go away as a secretary of so many institutions. I am full of praise for
Thank you so
after
much,
what I've
Jennifer.
heard
Thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. Well, it was great to have this wonderful person, Henry, here in my studio. I think that what he said is very important because really I think apart from running all these colleges and schools, to have somebody who also considers the community at large. And I think that's a wonderful note to end on. So until the next time, you take care and don't forget to join us here on Going Beyond. Thank you.